Ladies and gentlemen, before we call the meeting to order, we are going to have Mr. Holtree sworn in as our trustee. Judge Kirby.
Come down.
Picture wouldn't look good without Beth in it.
Okay, you gotta have a picture with Beth in it? Okay.
Raise your right hand.
Right hand.
Go ahead.
Okay. I, Troy Holtree,
I, Troy Holtree,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of Ohio,
of the State of Ohio,
and I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties as trustee
the duties as trustee
for Clearcreek Township, Warren County,
for Clearcreek Township, Warren County,
State of Ohio,
State of Ohio,
to which I have been elected
to which I have been elected,
according to the law
according to the law
and the best of my ability,
and the best of my ability,
during my continuance in office.
during my continuance in office.
Very good.
And now we'll call the meeting to order and start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First item on the agenda is selection of officers pursuant to RC Section 505.01. At the first meeting of each calendar year, the Board of Township Trustees shall select one of its members to serve as chairperson for a one-year term, and should the chairperson be unavailable, a vice chairperson to assume those duties. Do we have a selection for chairperson?
Yeah, I'd like to say a couple words. This board is made up of 3 equal votes, and the title of chairperson is an honorary title. It is necessary, but I think in keeping with a collegial atmosphere, one that mirrors just about every township in the state, I would propose that we have a rotating board where 1 year we would serve as a chairperson, another year as a vice chair, and then open with the 3rd year, and then have a rotation. At this point in time, I think that would be a good thing if my colleagues are in agreement. I don't know if we need to discuss it now or if we have the knockdown, drag-out fight next year. Well, with that being said, I'd like to nominate Jason Gabbard to be our chairperson this year.
And I'll second. All right, Mr. I gotta get this out because I've done this so long. Mr. Metersfall.
Yay.
Mr. Holtree. Yay. Mr. Gabbard.
Yay. Thank you. And I would like to nominate Mr. Holtree to be vice chairperson.
I will second that.
All right, Mr. Gabbard.
Yay.
Mr. Metersfall.
Yay.
Mr. Holtree.
Yay.
Very good.
We thought we'd throw you a little curveball the first night.
Big time. I was very honored to be a trustee and kind of follow the lead of you guys with experience, but very honored and appreciative.
Well, I'll try not to bail for a little while, so.
Well, after I read all your campaign with after me, I'm in the back seat now. Welcome.
Yeah, welcome aboard.
Gentlemen, will you please place your name in front of where you're seated?
He did get bigger font than we did. I don't know how much that meant, but it's okay. No problem, I just noticed that while they were sitting here. No big deal. So, next thing on the agenda, we have a couple of special activities. The first one is why most of you are here, which is an oath of office for Shane Snyder, firefighter paramedic. Shane, would you please step forward? Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Shane Snyder,
Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
required as a firefighter paramedic
required as a firefighter paramedic
of the Clearcreek Fire District,
of the Clearcreek Fire District,
Clearcreek Township,
Clearcreek Township,
Warren County, Ohio,
Warren County, State of Ohio,
to which I have been appointed
to which I have been appointed
according to the law and the best of my ability
according to the law and the best of my ability
during continuance of my lawful employment.
during continuance of my lawful employment.
Congratulations. We almost had 4 trustees. Yeah.
Just go right
But I can think on my feet. I'm
Made him chairperson.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations to you. Congratulations, sir.
Shane, do you need a minute to do a formal pen with your things, or are you guys comfortable with what you've got?
Take all the time you need.
Okay. And then everybody, feel free to now leave if you're part of the swearing-in ceremony.
Thanks for coming. You too.
What's that?
Yeah.
Okay. Special Activity B, Resolution 5639, is a resolution to approve, modify, or deny the zone change request of Christopher D. Bryan, agent for Bryan Manor LLC / Christopher C. Bryan, to amend the zoning resolution and map for a total of 14.2327 acres. The parcels are identified as 129 West State Route 122, parcel number 08-03-400-087 from RR Planned Unit Development, also known as R1 PUD, to RPUD, and parcel number 08-03-400-063 from R1 to RPUD, and dispense with the second reading. We will now go out of the regular meeting. I need a motion to go out of the regular meeting into the public hearing.
So moved. Second.
Mr. Mearsfall?
Yay.
Mr. Poultry?
Yes.
Mr. Gabbard?
You almost did it again.
I'm working
It'll
on
take you a
it.
minute. It's all right.
He's been practicing all day.
It's been 48 years. My bad.
We ready for presentation?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mr. Jeffrey.
So, this is our location map, where we're at. Here, we're talking about the southwest corner of State Route 122 and State Route 48. Just for understanding, the PUD is comprised of 3 stages. This is the first stage, which is the zone change and concept plan. The 2 parcels were identified by the title for the resolution, but the 6.4 acre parcel, which is the R1, is the white and black hash. The green and black hash is the 7.83 acre R1 PUD. R1 PUD initially was established in 2008 and then amended in 2008 from Stage 2 to allow the use of a single-family residence, bed and breakfast for 4 bedrooms, healing center, cultural arts center, expansion of the footprint of the home, and use of the courtyard for the arboretum for all uses. So back in 2008, the only way to do a bed and breakfast in a residential classification was a PUD, and now we've updated the code and we can do that underneath a farm-based tourism option. So now that we know where we're at, let's look at some of the details. The first concept plan was submitted, had parking in red, We have an open area, which is actually an area where they're wanting to have events out in the open, so to speak, but there would be a tended area where the other activities would occur in the courtyard, so in bad weather, the green area would be used. The desire is to use both parcels and expand the list of use to include a wedding venue and event center with a closing at dusk timeline, 100 attendees as the maximum, 35 parking spaces as the maximum. Also have photography sessions and small-scale catering. So the request is to be a RPUD instead of an MUPUD, which you've seen in other areas of the township. Property owner does not have any interest to use a farm-based tourism, so the straight zoning classification is not an option. So when we read through Warren County Regional Planning, when we saw the cart and the horse and the duck and egg and all the different things they're trying to put together and combine together, we're not trying to do that. It's going to be a straight PUD with uses. So this is the updated concept plan. So again, all the existing structure, all the existing uses on the property are going to be utilized. In yellow is the courtyard, so that would be either outdoor in good weather, green would be the outdoor and with tents. They split the parking area to have an area closer to the facility for either small events or convenience, as opposed to having all the parking, all the travel through the blue line. To get there, there's still parking along the southern boundary. It has been reduced to the eastern boundary. It's now not adjacent to the property to the south home, but it's still there. So we'll talk about that in a moment. The proposed update also said there was 50 to 60% open space for the entire PUD, which would be 7.2 to 8.5 acres. Since it's a planning and development, we look at what could be on the properties through a net density plan. Ultimately, if this were to be developed under the R1 zoning classification, it would be a maximum of 11 lots, 0.77 dwelling units per acre. Proposal is what you see is what you get for the number of structures for one existing home. So it's going to be 0.07 dwelling units per acre. So look at the zoning classifications in the vicinity. So looking to the north, we have residential R1, residential OSR1, and we have public institutional, which is the career center. To the east and the south, we have R1. To the west, we have R1 and OSR1. Looking at the land use plan, sort of different maps that we're going to look at. First map is map 4, showing this is outside of the servable area. Map 6 showing that the property has frontage on both a principal arterial and a collector rural. When this went through the different planning areas, this was in planning area 6, which was the central mixed belt with rolling topography, mixture of large agricultural tracts and rural residential frontage lots. It was agricultural but changing. And at that point in time, the land use plan called it to be a combination of office, which was a continuation of the 1998 land use plan. In the southwest corner of that, split by a waterway, was to remain residential. And this was before Warren County Regional Planning. They recommended approval with 12 conditions. And this went before the zoning commission. They modified those 12 conditions, had a discussion about expectations, and came up with a total of 9 conditions. Part of the expectation was some additional submittal by the applicant. That applicant has submitted additional things. So what I have before you this evening is a modification or staff suggested modifications to what the zoning commission put forward. I have those highlighted, we'll go through. This was clarification on number 3, that the wedding venue and events venue were part of the permitted uses, along with photography sessions and small-scale catering. That outdoor gatherings should be limited to the courtyard and defined area of the house with east to that green area. That maximum size determined at stage 2. The guests were able to explore the arboretum, paved and unpaved trails. Parcels being combined into a single parcel prior to stage 3 approval. Minimum open space I put at the minimum that they established, which was 50%. The requirement for the PUD is 25. So 7.12 acres would be a minimum for this PUD. And then finally, dealing with parking, established the December 15, 2025 concept plan will serve as a document for stage 1 approval. Parking lots will be further reviewed during the stage 2 application process. The applicant is directed to design final locations of parking lots to minimize the impact of adjoining properties. That can be either a relocation or additional buffering, but I want to give an expectation. Since we had at one location, now we have 2 locations, we now have 2 properties that we're impacting through that process. And with that, I gave you a thumbnail, but I can answer anything specific.
I was going to say, as usual, you've covered all the bases.
Well, I tried to do it more efficiently this time.
wanted to thank you for spending a little extra time, so I had a little better ability to understand this and stuff, so thank you for that.
Well then, if you don't have any at this point, if you do through the process, please let me know. If you want to do any modifications to the conditions, after we hear from the applicant in the audience, I can figure those out. Okay?
Okay. Floor is yours.
Ready. Trustee Bryan, acting as an agent on the manor's behalf. I think Jeff covered it fairly well. We're just trying to expand our use of the manor. I mean, if you've seen the property, obviously it does need upkeep and everything like that, and we're just trying to get the means to do so. If you have any questions for me?
How many events are you hoping to get?
As many as possible. Right now, starting off, it would be a scaled thing. We're hoping for maybe 1 or 2 a month would be great. For the first year, as we're growing, probably 1 a month, I guess.
These would typically be weekend events.
Depending on the event, most weddings, it would be a 1 day. So we would give them a couple hours, you know, obviously in the front to prep for it, and then, you know, if they're doing the reception there, it would be concluded by that evening. As written into the concept plan, we would basically, at dusk, the event would stop, and we would allow 1 hour afterwards to have cleanup and equipment removal, whatever was needed. All right. Moving on.
I'm good, yeah.
Thank you.
I'm Mike Powell. I live in the Lot 1 of Summerfield, so my home is immediately south of the vacant lot parcel, just the R1 parcel right now. I don't oppose this rezoning. Chris has been a good neighbor, and I'm here today only to express that I have concerns about light and noise, and Chris and I have talked about those, and he's assured me he's sensitive to that, and that if I have problems, he'll accommodate them. And I believe Chris, and I trust he'll do that. My only concern is that this zoning will last beyond Chris's ownership of the property, and I can't trust in an owner I don't know. And I know this is not the proceeding at which you'll consider whatever restrictions may be necessary for noise and light, but that's my concern, and I just want the board to be aware of that and you know, to take that into consideration as they move forward on this zoning request.
Well, and I think part of what he added into the stage 2 and the number 12 as far as parking and light, and
Yeah.
from that, we'll address that with a buffer, and certainly we're cognizant of that as well. We have that.
Yeah.
I have it, honestly, Mr. Powell, Judge Powell, in my own, I have a wedding venue next to where I live.
Yeah.
And I have the same challenges and concerns, noise and light.
Yeah.
So, I totally get the concern, and we will be very cognizant.
Yeah, you know, the parking area is the main thing.
Yeah,
I'm not as concerned about the events themselves, because there's a lot of woods between my house and that, and Chris's courtyard's got big walls on it.
Yeah.
That'll block noise. I was pleased to see that there's a parking area that's been added on the residential parcel that hopefully will be used first. So,
Yeah.
anyway, so appreciate the township trustees hearing me out. Thank you.
Appreciate your comments. Thanks. I do have a question. How many brick are you at this point? Yeah, have you kept count?
It's probably north of $250,000.
Okay. Last time I was there, you gave me a tour, and it's a phenomenal property. It's one of those places that it's kind of like Dr. Beal's place here on Red Line 5. I don't think people know what's there. I mean, you can't, it's like a glacier, so only 10% you can see from the road. So it's a fascinating piece of land and a wonderful facility. So hopefully this will all work out well for everybody. So, okay, if there are no other comments, we can go out of the public hearing.
Yeah, just formality, if there's any rebuttal or any additional, since Mr. Gavin's doing this for the first time, I just want to make sure that didn't have anything left, so sorry to interrupt, but trying to share process.
Cool. Hearing none, is there a motion to close the public hearing?
Motion?
Second?
Mr. Holtree?
Yes.
Mr. Petersville?
Yay.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay. That being said, do I have a motion to approve, modify, or deny resolution number 5639?
I move we approve it. I second.
Mr. Petersville?
Yay.
Mr. Holtree? Mr. Gabbard?
Yay. Off we go through number one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you have questions, give me a call.
I was
Stay
hoping
still.
that-
Yeah. Thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for giving me your coach. Yeah.
No, I want to hear it.
We'll be fast.
You know, so I do. Yeah. Nice to meet you. Yeah, come see us again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget who the politicians are in this.
No more elections for me.
I was talking about.
Yeah, you are.
That was clearly a shot. It wasn't you. You know I love you. Just giving our lawyer a little grief.
I'm their favorite
See you guys. Take care. Are there any public comments?
I'm the only public.
You're the only public. Let me give you a shot.
I'm still trying to figure out where this is. It has to be by the
It's
career
the corner
center.
of 48 and 122.
Right by the career center.
Yeah.
Southwest corner.
Yeah, the southwest corner of 48
You
and
know where all
122.
the Bryan Manor with all the bricks and the building?
Castle looking thing.
Yeah.
Arbor-
He has the entire corner, but his property, the buildings are closer, it's a couple hundred yards really, to the right. Yeah.
Got it now.
It's an amazing, you get a chance to slow down or even pull over and take a look, it's an amazing property, it really is. Moving on to item 7, are there any items to be removed from the consent agenda?
I have none.
Mr. Oldry? Fiscal business, Russell?
Yes, sir, I have a couple resolutions for your work today. The first one is the normal quarterly transfer of funds from the general fund to other funds with the interest that were generated by those. So that requires a resolution to authorize that, and that's here for your action tonight.
Okay. So resolution 5640, resolution approving a transfer of funds from general fund to other funds in amounts equal to investment income generated by those funds for the fourth quarter of 2025 and dispensing with the second reading. Do I have a motion to approve 5640?
Motion?
Second?
Mr. Holtree?
Yay.
Mr. Mearsfall?
Yay.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Thank you, gentlemen. And then the last one is the one that we do every year. This is the one that authorizes us to ask for advances from the county auditor. This enables us to get those monies invested as soon as we can. It substantiates, it brings in substantial income to the township. So we have to pass that every year. It's a normal resolution, and it's again for your action here tonight.
So 5641, excuse me, a resolution requesting the county auditor to make a tax advances during calendar year 2026 pursuant to section 321.34 of ORC and dispensing with the second reading. Do I have a motion to pass resolution 5641?
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Mearsfall?
Yay.
Mr. Holtree?
Yay.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay. Anything else, Russ?
That's it, sir. Thank you very much.
New business, administration. We have resolution 5642, a resolution of intent to dispose of unneeded, obsolete, or unfit personal property, including motor vehicles, by internet auction for 2026 and dispensing with the second reading. Matthew?
Continuing with our march of procedural resolution, this is our annual intent of how we intend to dispose of surplus equipment.
I thought it was funny that said unfit personal. I didn't know if we had like some outfits that we needed to get rid of, but okay. Do I have a motion to pass 5642?
Motion?
Second?
Mr. Holtree?
Yay.
Mr. Mearsfall?
Yay.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay. 5643, a resolution approving a memorandum of understanding and agreement by and between Clearcreek Township, Warren County, Ohio, and City of Franklin, Ohio, dispensing with the second reading.
Third year that we've done an agreement with the City of Franklin to utilize their shooting range for both practice and qualifying for our police department.
And that's not open to the board to use, right? Bummer. Always have to ask every year, and the answer's the same. Okay, is there a motion to pass 5643?
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. Holter?
Yay.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay. 5644, a resolution authorizing the township administrator to incur obligations greater than $10,000 on behalf of the township, dispensing with the second reading and declaring an emergency.
So we've got 4 items on this incur obligations resolution. The first is really a testament to the great work of our staff. One of our firefighters noticed that we were getting charged $4 a gallon for our propane, and just a ridiculously high figure. So set about a chain of events and communication in the departments, and we finally got the rate down to $2.09 per gallon, which is a much more reasonable figure these days. Second item is the chemical lawn care at Buckeye Eco Care provides at Fish Allen Park. We have that facility, Diane Sycamore Reserve, this campus, as well as the police department, under contract with Buckeye Eco Care for chemical lawn treatment. 2-year agreement with Vestas, a company that is a competitor of Centos, to provide rug linen and bathroom sanitation services to us. Despite the fact that we've been a long-time customer with Centos, they did not offer to sharpen the pencil quite as much, and had some business dealings that, let's say business practices that we didn't really appreciate. So, we are still negotiating contract language with Vestas. I do not have it completely hammered out, but I do have the pricing hammered out. Initially wanted a 60-month term, and I said, no, we're going to date first. So I came back with a 24-month term. So hopefully they accept those conditions that we've modified. And the last item is additional authority, an additional $13,837.38 in authority to replace the long block in the ambulance chassis. That would be added to the 19,580 that the board's already granted for a total of $33,417.38 to repair that medic unit. Unfortunately, the quote that 11 Ford provided to us did not include replacing the long block. It was just replacing the turbos and the ancillary parts, but not the interior motor parts. So Steve can speak to it if you have any specific questions, because he's the one that's on point on it.
Okay. Who found the difference in the program?
Anthony Marinelli, Station 23.
Tony's the one that knows it first. That's right here.
Probably blame him to give her the dinner somewhere.
Well, he's kind of thinking, we don't.
Figured it was handler.
It was a great deal. We're recognizing him within the department for such a great job. Yeah, he really did do a good deal on that. We are recognizing him within the department and are doing stuff for him, because that's a pretty big deal for us.
Who was gouging us before?
It had just been that creep, that creep over the years that we've had.
Kind of like cell phones.
Yeah, kind of like
Oh,
so.
yeah. Yeah, it's all in this Sunday. Okay, well, do I have a motion to pass 5644?
So move.
Second.
Mr. Holter? Mr. Mearsclaw? Mr. Gabbard?
Yay. Anything else? Matthew?
No.
Okay. I agree. Road Department. Resolution 5645, a resolution, it's that time of year, isn't it? Certifying the changes to the Clearcreek Township road bylaws during the calendar year 2025 and dispensing with the second reading. This is a new one. For the first time in 48 years, we don't get to give the...
I was going to ask how many miles when you first started.
I am the senior man on the dais, aren't I? And I couldn't tell you. But this year, it's 98.282. And it sure as heck wasn't 36 when I started. So We'll just leave it at that. Pretty sure it was somewhere in the 70s, maybe 80s when I started, so.
Well, she didn't have to deal with the Indians.
I didn't have the Indians or the wagons, either one. So, do I have a motion to pass 5645?
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. Holter?
Yay.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay. You sign both tabs, too. And a recommendation to accept the retirement resignation of Dennis West as a road crew person effective February 28, 2026, with the thanks and gratitude of a grateful township for his 26-plus years of dedicated service.
Motion moved.
He'll be missed.
He will be missed for many reasons.
There you go.
We have a motion to that effect?
So moved.
Mr. Holter, I think you moved
He did.
first.
Mr. Holter moved. Got it,
You're
okay.
second? All right. Mr. Holter?
Yay.
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay. Thank you, Mr. West. Fire District, consent agenda only. Police Department, seriously?
Not here with Wayne.
Okay. Planning and zoning, you don't have anything else tonight?
That's regular business, sir.
Okay. And do I have a motion to pass the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. Holter?
Yay.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay. Staff updates.
Not at this time, not to me.
Wow. Okay. Do I have a motion to adjourn the meeting and go into executive session?
Did you ask for public comment?
Yes,
Did
sir.
I miss that?
That's when I
didn't have any comments anyway, but.
Well, actually, you did. That's when you asked about where Brian Manor was.
Oh, my apologies. I did want to say, though, that streets and fire and these guys three here, man, when it snows here, whew, they're good.
I'll thank you on their behalf.
And I worked
We appreciate
in
that.
Kettering for 35 years, and it was nothing like they do, so they do.
We're very lucky.
Did you want your
Yeah.
name in the minutes?
Stop.
Well, when we do that, we usually have your name and address put in the minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm good.
All right, that's fine.
We'll go anonymous
Mr. Anonymous.
this time.
Anonymous citizen. But thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So with that being said, I need a motion to go into executive session.
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. Holter?
Yay.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay. I do not believe we will have any action after that, so those of you that are,
You guys can go.
that group over there just
Appreciate you guys.
saluted me with the wrong hand, so he can go home. I just made an F troop reference, go like that.
See ya.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Take care.
I do.
Yeah, thanks for leaving his oath up here for me to read.
Just trying to keep